Teacher, I want to improve my English. What do you suggest?
I suggest you watch this video for the next 8 minutes. Hi everyone, and welcome to your new lesson for today. And today we're going to be looking at the topic of giving advice. It could be advice about the best place to eat. It could be advice about the best place to shop. Or it could be advice about how to solve a problem or deal with some issue that you're worried about. Whatever the advice you need, I'm going to tell you how to ask and offer advice in English. The first thing that we're going to talk about is how to ask for advice. So I'm going to tell you my top 5 things that foreigners really do say when they want some advice. Number 1, what do you think? Number 2, what do you suggest? Or what do you recommend? Or if you're asking about a place, you could say, where do you suggest? Or where do you recommend? And suggest and recommend are verbs. Number 3, do you have any suggestions? Or do you have any recommendations? And suggestions and recommendations are nouns. Number 4, what should I do? And number 5, can you give me some advice? And it's always a good idea when you do give some advice to tell the person the reason that you think it's a good idea. And if you're telling someone a place to go, tell them how to get there. What is the best way to go? How expensive is it? So that they're more likely to accept your suggestion or recommendation, your advice.
I'm going to Chiang Mai next week for a holiday, but I'm worried about the air pollution. What do you think?
I think you should wear a mask and you shouldn't go outside for too long. I want to eat some real Thai noodles tonight. Where do you recommend?
I recommend you go to Wattana Phanit. The food is delicious there and not too expensive.
Oh, how do I get there?
First you take a BTS to Ekamai and then take a taxi to Soi 18.
Oh, thank you for your advice. Again, I'm going to give you my top 5 ways of giving advice, things that foreigners really do say, starting with number 1. I think you should, or simply, you should. Number 2. I recommend or I suggest you do something. Number 3, you might consider doing something. Number 4, why don't you do something? Go somewhere. And finally, number 5, if I were you, I'd. Short for I would. If I were you, I'd. And then give your suggestion. Hey, I've got a job interview today. How do I look?
I suggest you wear a formal shirt.
Okay. Is that better?
Well, if I were you, I would wear a tie.
Good idea. How about now?
You might consider wearing a jacket.
Oh, yeah. Is that better?
Oh, why don't you wear black shoes?
Black shoes?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, but apart from that, how do I look?
Apart from that, you look fine.
Thank goodness.
Teacher, I want to finish with my boyfriend, but I don't know how to tell him. What should I do?
Why don't you tell him that you need some space and you'd like to spend some time apart?
No, I don't like that idea, but thanks anyway.
Why don't you like it?
Because I told him that last year, but he's still here.
Oh, dear.
Teacher, I lost my iPhone. What should I do?
Oh no. Well, the first thing, you shouldn't panic. Keep calm. You should go back to the last place you know you had it. You should try to use the Find My iPhone app. Or maybe you could try to phone your own phone. See if someone answers.
Phone.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's that?
I haven't lost it.
It's often a good idea before you give someone some advice to check that they want your advice. Some people say there's nothing more irritating than being given advice when you haven't asked for it or when you don't need it. So it's best to check, and you can ask a question like this. Do you need some advice? Or you can ask, do you need some suggestions? Or do you need some recommendations? If they say yes, then go ahead. If they say no, never mind, maybe they will take your advice next time.
Teacher, I cannot do this.
Do you need some advice?
Yes, please. What's the best way to send this big file?
Have you tried sending it by Bluetooth?
Oh, teacher, you saved me again.
Oh, good.
This is difficult.
Do you need some suggestions?
No, leave me alone. I want to do it by myself.
Oh, okay, but if you change your mind, just give me a shout.
Okay. Teacher, should I subscribe to this channel? What do you think?
I think you should subscribe to this channel right now. And if I were you, I'd turn on the notifications as well.
Are you sure you're not biased?
No, of course not. Well, maybe a little bit.
Teacher, I want to break up with my boyfriend. What should I do?
Why don't you tell him you've lost your telephone and you can't reply to any of his messages?
That's a good idea.